Hey guys, it's Barbara Cornegie with Remax Essential here in Wilmington, North Carolina. I just wanted to go over a new topic with you guys today, and it's really about buyers and trust in their agents and how that can affect the whole process. I was just going over our lead program this morning and just emailing some folks back who had some questions about houses here, and it really got me thinking about how people pick their agents. Many of you go onto websites and you look for property, and you then sign up to receive leads on, fresh updated listings on the same search that you did on that site. And we get those, and as agents, we start trying to cultivate a relationship with you at that point and send you property, set you up on searches, set you up to receive information from locally here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And we try to work on that relationship with you and hopefully allow you to get to know us a little bit before you get here. Most times, unfortunately, you guys don't have any real personal information on us, and we don't really have any personal information on you. It can make a difference. Personalities are huge, and when you're going into buying a home, it's such a personal experience itself. Your home is the place where you laugh. It's the place where you may, if you have children, you raise your children. It's the place where you get along and argue and grieve. As real estate agents, getting to come into spaces of your home where no one else is invited into, it's a huge deal. And working with buyers, we're going into that home potentially with you for the first time. So you'll always have that memory, and it can either be good or it can be bad. And my brain has been really turning this morning on some ideas on how to get to know your agent before you hire them. So I had some tips. I have 5 tips to go over with you, but the first one, and probably the most important one, is, as we all should know by now, you can't believe everything you read online. Most of the internet sites that are out there, most, not all, you can't really go by what's on the sites as far as houses. The square footage could be off. I've even seen houses listed that weren't even for sale. I've seen houses listed for rent that were for sale. So there's a lot of times you really have to just kind of put your faith in the real estate agent that you've chosen. That being said, on the other side of things, real estate agents have paid hooplas of money for good search engine optimization and good reviews and things of that nature, and you don't really know what you're reading is true unless you can really contact that reviewer and see how old the review was and such as that. So I think that the first step is don't believe everything you read online and start fresh with whoever you're working with. The second tip that I have is really interview your agent. As in the process, whether you're here locally or you're out of town, if we start emailing you, you've gotten onto our searches, answer your phone when we call or give us a call and let's chat. Ask us some questions about our lives and see if you feel comfortable working with us, and also ask for referrals, local referrals, word of mouth, people that will answer their phone and you can speak to and ask how the process went. If it was somebody that worked with me or that I worked with, I would give you some phone numbers of some recent sales, and you could talk to them and see how easy I was to work with and how easy I was to make contact with after the process as well. You don't want your agent to just disappear off the face of the planet. So I think that that's important. I think that the third thing is to really cultivate that relationship from the beginning. If you know you're not moving for 2 years, or 2 years, not moving for 2 years to Wilmington, North Carolina, and an agent starts sending you properties and you're all for it, go ahead and email them back or call them up on the phone and chat. It'd be better to know then that you don't get along with this person or you don't mesh well with this person, or maybe you mesh great and you become best of friends. It'd be better to know in the beginning than when you randomly fly here or drive here or show up at the office to go look at property. You really do need to be comfortable with your buyer's agent. I think more so than a selling agent, because you're driving around in their car with them and they're helping you to choose your future home. And I think it's extremely important. So cultivate that relationship with them, and ask them the right questions, interview them, ask them about their family. And it may be important to you to work with someone who has family or who is familiar with a certain area, maybe outside of North Carolina. Speaking of areas, we come to number 4, which is, it's my opinion that an agent should live here, have lived here, and know the areas for a while prior to doing real estate here. If your agent doesn't know the area, then you could end up wasting a heck of a lot of time and just energy. You know, when you give us a list of things and you type them into a search engine, many, many homes come up, and you don't have any idea from the internet if that home is bordering on a trailer park or the airport. Not there's anything wrong with those things, but you really have no idea until you get here what's maybe behind the home or around the home, the demographic of the home, because rule number one, you can't really believe everything you see online. So you really need to be able to trust that your agent has the skills and the know-how and has lived here long enough to know these things and can cut down the wasted time on homes that may be bordering something undesirable, and cut down on the demographics so that you can use your time as wisely as possible. And then the last thing is buyer agency and contracts. Usually when people show up to start going out to look at homes, as agents, we automatically want to make them sign a buyer agency contract, because nobody wants to drive around and show property and not have a contract with someone. And it's just, it would be really tough for us for everyone that we take out to just, that everyone that comes to town to just take them out and spend the gas money driving them around town all day. So they want you to sign a buyer agency contract. And I say to that, if you're uncomfortable signing a contract, tell them that you'll pay them $200, $250 to take you to show property, and sign a non-exclusive buyer agency contract. This way you get a sense of what the person's like, and you guys get to know each other, and they're showing you around town, they're showing you property, but they aren't really losing anything, and you're both getting to know each other and have a little bit of a level of trust before an exclusive contract is signed. And it's a nice way to get to know each other, really. Nobody wants to spend $200 or $250 driving around looking at property. You know, agents make money when the house sells, but in the long run, in lieu of signing a buyer agency contract with someone who you may or may not even like, and you may or may not even like to work with, it's really, really a great alternative. And if you're the one who brings it up, no agent's going to say no to that. I think they would be all for it, and they would work harder for you. My personal opinion, in the long run, that you're willing to sign something, because so many people don't want to sign anything. So there's an alternative there, and basically the rule of thumb is do your homework. You know, there's a lot of great agents out there, and there's a lot of not great agents out there, just like any job or position in the world. And I think that if you do your homework and you call and physically speak to people, as opposed to relying on the sources online all the time, the whole process of buying a home will go much better and less stressful, and you'll just be so happy. I mean, it's hard to not be happy here anyways. It's 80 degrees today and gorgeous. So anyways, thanks a lot for listening. I hope it helped. This is Barbara Cornegie from RE/MAX Essential in Wilmington, North Carolina. My cell number is 910-917-5321. And you can find me online at remax.net, or you can look at our Facebook page, Wilmington Home Sales, or you can look at WilmingtonRealEstateInfo.com and contact either Eric, he's my team leader, or myself. Thanks a lot for your time. You guys have a great day. Thanks.